but a beautiful girl you will be. Said, close your eyes, don't look back. Think about all the laughs and the times you shared. They're all right here. I know you can't see what I see, but a beautiful girl you will be. I met this girl once, she said, tell me a story. My mama can't tell me one no more. And I said, come sit down in my lap. I rocked her forth and back, saying, it's gonna be okay. Tell me a story. My mama can't tell me one no more.
Very, very nice.
And I said,
thank you.
come sit down in my lap. I rocked her forth and back, saying, it's gonna be okay. Tell me a story. Mama can't tell me one no more.
Your page and also to Pez.
Very, very nice.
And I
Introduce
said,
Pez.
come
While
sit
you're
down in my lap. I
Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
Not
rocked
too
her
bad,
forth and
Pez.
back.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Getting ready for the Smoky Mountain Songwriters Fest.
That's awesome. I believe we're going to be there too. Is that correct, Brian?
Brian?
Apparently that's taboo. Every time I brought that up, Brian has been silent on that.
He's pleading the fifth.
Yeah, apparently we're banned from Gatlinburg, apparently. So I'm going to have Andy pull some strings with his cousin over there. So, well, let's get to talking to Amelia. Let's find out, because we're getting lit up on Facebook Live about it. So,
That's fine.
Amelia, where are you from originally? You said India?
Yes, New Delhi.
Which one was it?
New Delhi.
New Delhi.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many people is that city? How big a city is that?
I don't know. I just know that it's a big city. It's like the capital, but I mean, I was 2 when I left it, so.
Okay. I just know there's
She
several.
doesn't remember much about it.
I'm just saying, though. I'm sure it's aside like Chicago or L.A. is what I thought.
No, like, I mean, there's clearly like a lot of people in there, because
Yeah.
like it's in India, like the most second most populated country.
And to let you know, on our listening base, it is our second largest country listening to us.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, there's our second language was Arabic. Now I think it's like Hindu, because Egypt was the second, and they got beat out a month ago by and I believe New Delhi was one of the largest ones listening to us. So
That's fun.
so then you left when you were 2.
Yes.
How did you get to Sweden? What happened there? Was it adoption was involved? I guess, is that what it was?
Yeah. My parents went to, I guess, like an adoption agency, and then all the paperwork and everything. I mean, I was just a product, so I don't really know the process. But but yeah, so yeah, I got there when I was 2-ish, and I've been there ever since.
Oh, that's awesome. What part of Sweden did you go to? What was the city?
It's called Skåpafors, and it's like a really small town. It's kind of like in line with Stockholm, but on the other side. So
Okay.
I'm close to Norway.
Now, was there a big music scene there? What got you into the music?
No, not at all, actually. I started with violin when I was 5, and I grew up watching Hannah Montana. Just absolutely loved the show.
Okay.
Love how Miley Cyrus is kind of like putting herself in that spot. I just loved her attitude and everything about it. And I have my cousin Alvin actually to thank for being as involved with music as I am, because him and I grew up together, and I was always a very competitive person. And when he was like 10 or 11, I think he got a guitar, and everybody thought that he played this guitar so well, and I was like jealous and wanted to play the guitar well as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a guitar for my birthday from my parents, and then I started playing it, and eventually I got into singing, and I liked doing that, and I took some like song lessons from the school, and like we were on stages sometimes where it was like, yeah, okay, so this is like the little community concert that we're gonna do, and I always loved it. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do.
Were you doing Hannah Montana stuff early? Were you doing little covers of that?
I actually did one once.
Did you?
I attended Academy of Music and Business, which was founded and started by Andreas Karlsson, which is like one of the bigger producers
Mm-hmm.
generally. And we had a Disney theme there for one of the concerts, and I was like, oh, well then. Miley, let's do it. Like, I even got myself a blonde wig and everything. I was like all in for this, you know what I mean?
Can you imagine the pictures of that, her with the blonde wig? That'd be great. So, do you know, you said the cousin is the one that was the musical?
No, he wasn't musical at all. Musical.
He just wanted the guitar, huh?
Yeah, kind of. Like, he's always been a really big inspiration to me.
Mm-hmm. Was there a big age difference between you?
6 months.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he was always very like developed in a sense, because I was very not when I came to Sweden. So like I couldn't even sit up, and I was like 2. So I guess I've always kind of felt like he was always so much older, and it was so cool, and like I just want to be cool. You know what I mean? And he's always like been very supportive, and like, I mean, obviously my parents has been as well. That's not what I'm saying, but.
Now, how long? At what age did you start writing?
13. I wrote my first song. I mean, English is my second language. I mean, it took some time to like actually get that rolling.
Well, since we're your second language, would you like to say something in your first language? Again, our second largest group of viewers are from India. Would you like to say hello and welcome to the show in your native language?
My native language is Swedish.
Oh, Swedish! we have people in Denmark and Sweden and Norway.
You have missed this part. I was adopted when I was 2.
So what you're saying is, okay. Why don't you say something in Swedish then? Let's hear that.
Yeah. Hej Facebook, om det finns någon från Sverige eller Norge eller vad som helst som lyssnar, så är jag jättetacksam över att ni är här. Och ja, jag hoppas att ni gillar det ni hör och var med oss tills vi slutar.
So did you ever stand on a mountain and yodel?
I know exactly what she just said. She said Jason is really, he's really thinks I'm going to marry him, but that's the funniest thing. Y'all watch Slayer and see what happens.
They love to abuse me.
It's only because you earned it.
I'm just not going to comment.
Some people like being abused.
Well, Amelia, why don't we go into another song real quick, and then let's talk about it. Let's talk about your writing styles and get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Since you were 2 and then was adopted, so that made her Swedish versus Indian.
I'm like a living coconut, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm brown on the outside and white on the inside, you know what I'm talking about?
You said it, not me. So send your cards and letters to Amelia, WFMZJams.com.
I like her more and more.
I did too.
I'm just kidding.
I did too.
Okay, this next one is called The Game.
The Game.
Yes.
Welcome to The Game right here.
When I was a child one day, I broke a cup. It was one that my mama gave me. She took me to my room to try to apologize, but it was still in half. She said, kids, sit down and listen. Make this your life's lesson. Down and listen. Make this your life's lesson. It may have been an accident, but what's broken won't bend. So don't play with someone as if they don't know the game. It may seem clear to you, but that's one point of view. So don't play with someone as if they don't know the game. No, don't play with someone as if they don't know the game. Growing up, now I can relate. Broken pieces all over the place. I know saying sorry won't make amends, but it's still better than nothing. After all this time, I still have that broken cup by my bed. So I can't go back, and I know that it may have been an accident, but what's broken won't bend. So don't play with someone as if they don't know the game. It may seem clear to you, but that's one point of view. So don't play with someone as if they don't know the game. No, don't play with someone as if they don't know the game. No, don't play with someone as if they don't know the game.
Very nice. Now you're strumming through them chords pretty fluid, pretty nice. You're doing bar chords. And how long have you been playing guitar?
I don't know, 7 years maybe?
That's it?
Yeah.
But you play pretty fluid. I mean, you're going back and forth between some tricky little chords there, and, and it's nice to see that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people here in this room will tell you we don't see a lot of finger picking. We see a lot of straight, strum 3-chord, 4-chord. Welcome to Nashville. But it's nice to hear a change in guitar styles. You're finger picking. You're doing bar chords, and like I say, you sound a little more advanced than 7 years of playing guitar. So
Thank
my
you.
hats off to you on that.
She's got a couple of people commenting on Facebook.
She's got a lot of people
I got
commenting on
comments.
mine.
Jason Coker said that you're better than Miley.
Oh, that's his words, not mine. In case she ever, finds out.
Julian has asked you a question.
Oh my.
Who are some of your influences besides Miley?
That's a good question. I don't really know. Like, I listen to a lot of different singers and I know that I listened a lot to Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift, but I also listen to a lot of each songs from different artists, and sometimes I don't really put notice in who the artist is. I don't go in and listen to albums and stuff like that. I just kind of listen. I hear some songs and I like what I hear, and sometimes I just kind of pick what I like from that song and try to make something that is pretty similar. But I'm not really sure.
You have your own style.
Thank
you have
you.
your own style. You have your own sound, and that's what you need to really concentrate. You are you, and everyone who comes to Nashville tries to be the next whoever. Don't be the next Taylor Swift or Miley Cyrus. Be Amelia.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming
Whatever
for.
last name you want to go by at that point. Lolita is good.
Lalita.
Lolita. That's good.
There's a very big difference.
But be you, and like I say, you have some kind of influences, and I'll agree with some of the people that are making comments on here. You have a little bit of Stevie Nicks to you,
Okay.
a little bit, but not enough to say that you're the next Stevie Nicks.
That's just kind of what I've been going for, I think, because I feel like all of these artists are so amazing, and you can pick so much, or see so many great things in them, and if you just kind of keep that as a frame to what you like, then you can kind of create something in the middle of that. You have the picture frame, and now you just paint the
Right.
picture. But yeah.
Now, let's talk about your songwriting. Now, do you write songs every day, once a week, once a month? What's your life like that way?
It's very different, actually. It's very, very different. Sometimes it just kind of comes to me. Sometimes it's a way of dealing with things. Sometimes it's the last time I wrote something was 2 months ago. So, sometimes it's every month. Sometimes it's now, I don't have okay, this month I'm going to write 3 songs or something, because I don't know. It's not a every week or every monthly thing.
Not a routine or regiment that you go by?
No.
Now, when you do write songs, is it something that because it hits you, or something was said, or just a melody pops into your head? Is that what kind of how it happens?
I don't know. I think for me, in the beginning at least, and sometimes still, it's kind of a way of telling people what happened, but they won't know exactly what it is. And for other people, it might mean something else.
Right.
And that is the cool part about it. I'm telling everybody and I'm kind of getting it off my chest. But on the other hand, that song might mean something completely different to somebody else, but they can still relate to it in their own way and be oh, I know exactly what she's talking about. And I'm nope.
Nope.
Now, being that you've been around Nashville here lately, have you been offered to do co-writes or? At this point?
I think I have 6 of them
Cool.
through my 2 months left.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been in Nashville?
This time for 2 weeks.
Oh, just 2 weeks. Pez has taken over?
You know, you might want to mention who some of those co-writes that you're getting are with, because they're pretty impressive.
I know, I just don't know if I'm allowed to.
Sure you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Maybe you want to do it, because
Well, one is Jan Buckingham,
Very cool.
Yeah.
which, you know, she has like small hits by people like George Jones and
Whitney
Pam
Houston.
Tillis. Whitney Houston, yeah.
Yeah. a
Let's
ton.
see. You're getting a co-write with our friend Randy Fincham,
Very cool.
Yep.
and you have one with Billy Lee the Older, who had the cut with Charles Esten just recently.
yeah.
So you've got some impressive people. These are not amateurs or newbies that are writing.
You've
with
got
you.
one, you just don't know about it yet. We're going to write.
Oh, yeah. Well, there we go.
Triple aluminum, that's going.
Did I say 2 months? I think I meant 2 days. What date this is?
So how long are you here for? What do you got left?
My flight leaves October 7th.
Okay. And
But
then how long are you going to be gone? You coming back?
I mean, I'm coming back sometime,
Okay.
but like whenever I get money.
Okay.
to be
Now,
able to.
we are internet, so the key thing is share your stuff. You're going to play around, back home.
Yeah.
Make sure you put something on our Facebook page, because you're picking up new listeners as you speak right now. And I know it doesn't seem fathomable, but in the day of the internet age,
Yeah.
again, we 45 plus countries are listening to you right now.
That's super cool.
So use that to your advantage. So when you're back home, make sure you tell people, I'm playing this little place or I'm playing that place. You'll be amazed how many people will show up or at least comment or talk to you. You're building a new fan base right now. We know Julian and Jason and all those are absolutely loving your music. So let's bust into another song real quick. They want to hear a song. I want to hear a song. So what would you like to play for them?
I got the song that I wrote pretty recently because I was living in Gothenburg for a time,
Mm-hmm.
and I had this friend that asked me if I wanted to come out, and so I did. And I was like on phone with my cousin, and he was like being a little sketchy about it. He was like, "Amelia, are you sure you're gonna go out alone?" And where I live on the countryside, right? So it's like me and 10 squirrels. So like you're not really scared about going alone at night and like people doing stuff to you or looking at you. But I just kind of felt very violated in a way when I came back home, because I felt like so many people had looked at me like, like wanted to do something or were just like weird. So I wrote this song called I Am Human, and I hope you like it.
I wish that I could tell you what to say, 'cause everything seems untrue your way. All I wanted was for someone who'll treat me right. Clearly too much to ask for in this life. I'm not someone you just can't take. I've got a heart and a soul, please respect that. Did your parents raise you this way? I seriously doubt it, but let's pretend you're actually a good guy who means the right things, a gentleman within who don't need others for his dignity. Someone who takes the first step, or at least don't walk back, stands on his own feet and sees me for the human I am. I guess it's ungrateful in some ways, at least that's what people say. But I'm done taking crap from people who don't even care. 'Cause my parents raised me this way. And I am not even gonna pretend. You're actually a good guy who means the right things, a gentleman within who don't need this for his dignity. Someone who takes the first step, or at least don't walk back, stands on his own feet and sees me for the human I am. I'm not someone you just can't take. I've got a heart and a soul, you gotta respect that. And be a good guy who means the right things, a gentleman within who don't need this for his dignity. Someone who takes the first step, or at least don't walk back, stands on his own feet and sees me for the human I am. Wait.
Two things.
Bueno.
One, I'm glad you have a real competitive nature. Because two, I'm glad your cousin picked up a guitar.
Yeah.
Because he started this whole train of rolling. We'd have been denied that special talent. You got a great voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
It cracks me up that you got that powerful voice out of someone your size.
Well, we know what to say. Looks can be deceiving. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh, we found that out about you already. So thank you. You got a great voice. Keep working on that. It's absolutely blowing people away off our Facebook Live. They're just absolutely.
And I love that song.
Yeah, they absolutely loving what you're putting out there. Do
Thank you,
have,
Facebook.
Do you have stuff that's available on media? Do you have a EP or anything that's out?
Not yet. I'm actually going to work on a demo on Thursday, which will be released sometime within these 2 months anyway. I know that.
Okay.
Great.
As
And,
soon as they get available,
Great.
you need to jump
you.
on and make sure you get them on our station.
Yes.
Because your stuff is excellent and people are wanting to have it and want to
So
buy
thankful.
it. So make sure you get that out there right away. Pez Pusher, get that demo out. And I know Pez
I know.
is in your back pocket trying to help you all you can. You got a good guy there. So.
That sounded really bad, actually.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I mean as a support
They're
person.
like, oh, what you got there, huh? I'm like,
As a support person. What people find out in any music genre or anywhere, not just Nashville, but New York or LA or whatever, just because you have great talent doesn't mean you're going to make it to the next level.
No.
A lot of great people have crashed and burned. But when you have talent and you got good people around you supporting you, family members, and people like Pez and us, that's what I mean by being in your back pocket, not trying to get money from you, but kind of pushing you to the next level and supporting you when things go bad, because things will happen,
Yeah.
and things are going to get ugly, and things are going to get great. But
Are you
that's
talking
all,
about me again?
all talking about you.
Ugly.
But that's
Yeah.
all pushes you to the next level, and you need people like Pez and the good ones like that.
I know. I'm
to
really
support
thankful.
you.
I'm really thankful to Pez, and I'm thankful to everybody at home, and especially my parents for letting me do this. It was funny because last year I was here for my first time, and I met this lady on the airplane, and she was like, "So how old are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 19," because I was 19 at that time. And she's like, "Oh, and you're here alone?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just wanted to go on this trip." And she's like, "You don't have parents?" Like, I do have parents. They're like, "Oh, so they don't care?" You know? Because it was funny, and I'm like, "No, that's the exact opposite. They do care. That's why they're letting me do this." You know?
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I couldn't be happier.
So do you think they're listening to you back home?
Some might. It's like
What time?
2:30 a.m.
2:30 in the
So
morning?
maybe not.
Well, say hi to them anyways, just in case they're listening. And it's archived, so
They'll be
Yeah.
able to go back and watch the archive.
tomorrow morning they can turn back on and they can go, oh, there she is. So say hello to family and friends back home.
Hej mamma, hej pappa, bror och alla andra som kollar. Jag är jättetacksam över att ni antingen kollar nu eller kommer tillbaka någon annan gång och kollar. Ni betyder allt.
And I was going to say the same thing, but I was all
Agree.
choked up.
Yeah,
It was all
yeah, I
choked
can
up.
tell.
So, let's bust into another song. I really like hearing her sing. I love to listen to her music. Again, we got to get that demo CD out fast, so because we got people like us that want to hear it and be able to have it in our hands. And boy, Pez, work on her, get her a piece of vinyl. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh yeah, they'll be put on a vinyl show.
Yeah, can you see the cover, the artwork and stuff with her? I mean, I could see it.
Oh yeah.
Very artistic. So, what's this next song about? What do you got?
It's called Do It All Over Again. And it was actually a dare from a friend of mine because I had this gig at home and I was super unexcited about it because it was really far away, it didn't pay well and stuff like that. And so I wrote that to him. I was like, yeah, well, it's far away, it's crappy pay, and I'm going to drive home early morning day, and I'm just not excited. He's like, hey, that's a great story, write a song about it. I dare you. And I had like 20 minutes. So I was like, don't dare me, because I'm like super competitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'll do it. And he's like, so do it. And yeah, so this is what I came up with. It's called Do It All Over Again.
Now I see people leaving for their work from 9 to 5. Never really got to me to follow a regular life. When the same routines coming home, fall asleep and repeat. Try to follow my dreams instead, and so far I've gotten to rock bottom, where there's crappy pay gigs far away, no place to stay. I'm driving home early morning lanes, sleeping all day, waking up from my phone vibrating, saying it's 4 p.m. Let's do it all over again. They ask me, what do you want to do? Make out yourself in this life. They just laugh in my face saying, look at yourself, look where you're at. It's crappy pay gigs far away, no place to stay. You're driving home early morning lanes, sleeping all day, waking up from your phone vibrating, saying it's 4 p.m. You do it all over again. Let's do it all over again. But I don't need them, 'cause I believe in me, and I know that one day I'll have good pay gigs far away, somewhere to stay, another place through these morning lanes, sleeping all day, waking up from my phone vibrating, saying it's 4 p.m. Let's do it all over again. Let's do it all over again. 'Cause I've got good pay gigs far away, somewhere to stay, another place through these morning lanes, sleeping all day, waking up from my phone vibrating, saying it's 4 p.m. Let's do it all over again. Let's do it all over again. Let's do it all over again.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Absolutely wonderful.
So, what is your ambition in the music business? Do you want to be a singer-songwriter? Do you want to be a performer, producer, all the above?
I mean, I want to be a performer, but I mean, I want to be writing songs for myself and for others also. I mean,
Right.
it is like, it's always fun to be part of everything, you know what I mean? I don't, I would like to know the studio as well, but I don't think I would make a good producer. I'm more of a behind the mic person.
Well, that's good. Now, have you had any studio time at all? Have you been in one?
Very little.
Very little.
Very little.
So it's a cool thing once you get in there and start going. As long as you got the right person that can produce you, so you can get in and out of there at the right kind of time.
Me and Pez was talking earlier, and the one thing that we noticed about your voice is you can actually reach high notes, but you have enough control where you can actually go low. Where a lot of singers, female vocalists especially, will hit the high notes to try to show their strength. But you have control as you
Thank you.
pitch upward, but you can come low, and it's very smooth flowing. It's well rounded.
Appreciate it.
You have a well-rounded range. There's a new word for you.
Wow, another plethora of words have started flowing right here.
Plethora. We seem to be using that. It's like the
Yes.
theme of the show lately.
What was the other word we've been using?
We can't say that
No,
on the
we're
air.
not going to bring that up on air. Not
You
tonight.
can't bring that on the
I'm
air.
not going to taint this. This is really good tonight. We've got someone here that
One in a couple of months. We got one. We got a good show.
we've got a great show right now.
Thank you.
And again, we're so glad that you become part of our musical family, but we're really anxious now. We want that piece of material that we can purchase, put it in our library, and listen. We want to get it on the radio station as fast as possible. So I can't wait to hear the studio version. Are you looking forward to getting into the band scene, where you're going to be full band? Do you like the...
Yeah, I'd love to have a band. I mean, I love being on stage. I love being able to have the microphone and just do whatever I want. It's always been me with my guitar. I've been in small band constellations at home, and it's always been so much fun because I feel like everybody is doing what they are good at. Like the guitarist is so good at the guitar and the drummer, and then when you put all that together, it's just so great. I mean, not that I don't love my guitar and whatnot, but it's always two things that you have to focus on. So, yeah, I'd love to have a band.
Well, that'll be cool, too. I can't wait to see that. So when we get her back here to the United States, you start playing around the local Nashville. I want to see that.
Speaking of bands, some friends of mine I met in Florida are from Sweden as well, and you may have heard them. Hat Over Heels. They play a lot of venues over there.
Okay, no, I'm not.
So whenever you go back home and stuff, reach out to them.
I thought he was going to say ABBA there for a second.
Knowing me,
boy.
knowing you.
Oh, good Lord. Sorry.
Reach out to those guys when you get back. They play a lot of festivals there.
Definitely.
And I'd like for them to hear you. I'm sure they'd reach out
Hook
to you
her
as
up,
well.
Andy. You got the connections. Hook her up.
Well, we are international. It'd be great if we
Yes,
could
we
keep
are.
expanding, and those guys there, hopefully we might be able to have them on the radio too.
You had to mention ABBA. Now I got stupid songs stuck in my head.
Oh, it's Dancing Queen. I know, Jason.
That's
your
the
favorite.
song that's stuck in my head.
Song, it's the song. First time he heard it, he's like, "Yep, that's me."
You don't want to see this dancing.
It's going a wrong turn of direction here, guys.
It's almost as bad as Andy dancing.
Almost.
And why do we have
Keywords.
multiple pictures or video of Andy dancing on our website? Can't we get shut down for that?
You might be right.
I mean, we got Andy dancing.
We did get shut down. You just don't know what I had to go through to get the site turned back on.
So how about we post a video of you and see how long it's still
No,
set up?
no, Amelia, you're not playing along with the game right. Yes.
Picture
Yes,
this.
you
Well,
are.
I'm not the one who has to stay here. so-
Amelia, picture this in the Speedo.
No.
Oh, my God.
No. Please, let's do another song. Can we do another song,
yes.
please? Let's get out of this here real
Let's
quick.
change direction.
We probably got time for one more song, so let's pick a one that you want to really end off on a high note. Not with Jason, but and I don't mean that from the Reggae Fest either, there, Andy. So
Hey, I was just being blunt earlier, okay?
yes, have you recovered from that now? I mean,
Yes, I have, but I tell you what, I've got a better high tonight listening to her sing because this is real. It really is.
yes, you're doing a great job. And again, Amelia, we're so glad you're part of our new musical
I'm
family.
so happy
here.
that you
So
wanted me here or were open to having me. Like, wait, what? Something Swedish? I don't know. You know what I mean?
so
You know, Pez told me before you came that you were phenomenal. And I took his word for it, and I'm glad I did.
Thank you.
That's not what
Yes,
you told
she
me the
is.
other day. You told me I was really good.
All right, that was an April Fool's joke. What's this next song about?
It was actually a friend of mine who wanted me to write something for her boyfriend.
On a
and
dare?
I, yeah, well,
No.
that's apparently the way to do it.
Yeah.
Want me to write a song? Dare me. No, but yeah. And it's funny because I just seen like an episode of a TV series where they had been like, God doesn't give with both hands. So that's what I thought of as a song idea. So this song is called God Gave with Both Hands, This Once.
Okay.
So many words can't pick where to start in this moment. Feels like there are no words to explain perfection at any moment. Question sometimes if you love me, but that's just me freaking out. Down in myself when I know you'll be there in every moment. For the first time I'm nervous, I don't know where to hide. But when I open the door, there you are, green eyes gaze like stars. Didn't take long until I realized God gave with both hands this once. People told me I'm crazy, there's no man like your list. Now look who laughs last, I've got my kingdom, I'm all set. When you lie next to me, I don't need anybody else. 'Cause when it's you and me, yeah, that's the best way I can get. For the first time I'm nervous, but I don't have to hide. 'Cause when I open the door, there you are, green eyes gaze like stars. Didn't take long until I realized God gave with both hands this once. Open my eyes now, I can see you. This is where I wanna be. Can't put words on perfection, it's in every moment. Open the door, there you are, green eyes gaze like stars. Didn't take long until I realized God gave with both hands this once. God gave with both hands this once. God gave with both hands this once.
Now, you said English is your second language,
Yeah.
and you do phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, if there are any people that's been with us on Facebook, I would love it if they commented which songs, because I think I'm gonna be recording 3. If they would want to vote for which 3 of the ones that they would want on this demo.
That song actually is the song that sold me on her, and it makes me tear up every damn time I hear it.
Thank you.
And there are very few songs that do that to me.
So there's song 1.
Yeah.
So if people are out there, and there's a lot of people out there listening to you and on Facebook Live, and we're getting thumbs up and love buttons and stuff, all that thing on there. So that's great. Thank you.
If I could, click it back, I would.
So all the people that are out there sharing and loving the music, thank you so much. Please share her with your friends. This is going to be archived, so you can tell your friends to check it out whenever they got available time tomorrow or the next day, and check it out and share it. And let's see if we can get this young lady back into the studio. She's going to be at the Grundy County Fair. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Going to be the Grundy County Fair. Jason Coker is going to get you hooked up with that. Thank you, Jason. You got social media? You got a website, Facebook page that we can pronounce? Sorry.
You don't want me to do it.
Don't let Jason do it.
Yeah, it's. I think you'll find it on Facebook if you search for Amelia Music with 2 C's at the end, because the other one was taken.
Okay. That works with 2 C's at the end of music.
Yeah, that works for both Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, excellent. So, again, you're international, you're worldwide, so make sure you share it with everybody out there. Hopefully we can get you back here, get a band, get you in the studio, get that song recorded, and 2 others. So people that are listening, if you go through the archive of the show, listen to which songs you like, give her another couple, 2, 3 options, tell her, or just tell her, like, we're going to just do them all. They're all were good. But she's looking to do a 3-song EP or 3 or 4-song EP. So now if they want to go ahead and finance you, they can send some money to Pez or to figure out how to get a hold of you. But this stuff does cost money. So if you want to get her into the studio, we'll let you deal with that on her and
We'll
go
announce
with that.
we'll announce the wedding date as the time goes on.
Yes, sure. Jason did say that you're going to be playing there the 24th and the 25th at the Grundy County Fair. So
Well, then he's probably right.
he's the one that sets it
He's
up,
the
so I'm
one.
guessing he's
Yes,
right on
he
track
is
with that.
right.
Thank you, Jason. And we got to make sure we all get all of us up there and check that out. It's a great place to go see live talent. So, any last questions for this young lady before we sign off? You got something, Andy, you want to tell her?
Where
or
else
say?
are you playing while you're here?
Bobby's Idle Hour on Thursday and the Maxwell House on Thursday. It's versus Bobby's at 7 and then Maxwell at 9:30. And Hotel Preston sometime. I'm not really very good with dates. I just got my iPhone and all the.
We got Pez.
You're also going to be on the main stage, the Sound Biscuit stage, in front of the Gatlinburg Inn at the Smoky Mountain Songwriters Festival.
Great.
There's that.
And
Great.
deserves to be.
I would just suggest anybody in the Smoky Mountains get over there and listen to this young,
Very talented.
very talented,
Very talented artist.
very
Thick
talented
skin,
artist.
put up with us, so she's tough.
She didn't just put up with it. She dug in and
She's
fought
made
back.
for the business. You know how to handle yourself real
Natural
well.
vocals in the last song resonated because I felt like it was you in that song. That's a beautiful song, and I think someone's going to pick that up. And
Thank you.
I think you could just go ahead and go in the studio with it and do well. Period. Just record it on and
I
send
think
it.
that's the idea.
Send it
Yeah,
out.
it's her
Send
song.
it out. It's her song, but but don't let
it's her
anybody
song.
else have it. It's yours because you got the voice.
We can
anyway.
all say we knew you win
yes. we want
after
to.
I'm divorced.
Okay.
'Cause I'm sure that wouldn't last
erase
long.
that tragic thought before you go back. But it's been great.
Did I apologize at the top of the hour before we even started the show? So, Amelia, I wish you the best. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being part of
guys.
the family.
Thank you so
putting up
much.
with us.
You put up with us very well. Thank you.
I frankly actually like all of you, so there's that. Makes it a lot easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you. We thank you for that compliment.
Well, we wish you the best. And Pez, thank you for bringing this wonderful find and bringing her to us.
You're welcome.
Pez has got a keen eye with music and musicians throughout Nashville. And again, find one that you can trust and you can hang with. And Pez is one of the good ones out there. And you got to like Pez a lot because he's wearing a Green Bay Packers Super Bowl ring. So he's a man after my own heart anyways, because I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh.
A little ways away from Sweden. But anyways, we have a Swedish town up there. So we I want to thank you for being part of the show. I want to make sure we say hey to Chris at heatfmradio.com out there in New York. Thank you, Chris. I hope that was a great show for you out there and all your listeners too. They can jump on board and share and like the page. And people that are listening to Heat FM Radio, make sure you jump on and you share and like Chris's page too. Between the two of us, we're trying to get you some great music all over the world. So I think with that, we're going to let you sign off tonight. Brian, thank you down there at Pulaski Central, Command Central, for putting the show on tonight.
No
Did a great
problem.
job. And then Brian has seen you live before, so he was
Yes.
describing to you, and he said how incredible talented you were. So
Thank you, Brian.
yes, so and thank you, Debbie Champion, for getting you down there so you
Very
get
true.
exposed to all of us too. So
Thanks to
Pez,
all
where
of
did
you.
you meet her at? Where?
The Commodore.
Commodore Grill. A year ago in July, she played 2 songs.
There it is.
And then she was coming back in December, and she sent a message to somebody she thought was somebody else.
How
And
ironic.
Yeah.
I put pants on. I drove to downtown at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, went into a tourist bar to see if it was the person I remember from July, and it was.
It was funny.
I'm glad you put pants on.
It's funny.
Yeah, I was going to leave that alone.
It was so funny because the thing is that I was so sure that I knew who he was, right? So I walk up to him and all, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? How's your kids and wife?" And he's looking at me like I'm stupid, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I don't have any kids and wife." I'm like, "Are you sure?"
At least none that I know of.
Kind of, yeah, I know. And
You
then
did that
it's like,
good old line, but again, Amelia, thank you so much. Make sure you get in that CD demo mode soon because we're going to want to have it and get that out there.
Thank you.
So
thank
with
you for
that,
having me, and thank you.
We're going to say
Facebook
thank
Live.
you. Make sure you guys tune in and archive this and share it and like it with all your friends. It was a great show with Amelia tonight. So with that, I am Mark, the DJ Doctor. We're going to go ahead and sign off. Stay tuned to our next Midnight Madness show. Bye-bye.